Hey there, Gemini. It's Tanisha from Tanisha's Tarot. I'm here to do a mini reading for you for February 2020. I'm going to do 3-card reading just to give a little bit of insight into what February may hold for you, and then do some clarification on what comes out. So here we go. Gemini, February. Alright. So we have the Justice card, we have the Two of Pentacles, and we have Judgment. Okay, so with the Justice card coming out first, this is telling me that there is a balancing of karma that is required, or that is occurring this month. This can also signify apologies, and it can also signify legal issues that may be coming up. So in some way or other there is a balancing out of energies, and you can see here with the scales that there will be a balance, a leveling up, a balancing out of something that was previously out of whack. So again, this theme of things, toing and froing, balancing, decision making. The Two of Pentacles is all about deciding, but this is quite a light-hearted decision. The Two of Pentacles sort of has a bit of a jester element about it, because it is about lighter decisions. So with the Justice card, there's going to be a balancing of karma, but it's not going to be something that is difficult. It's going to be something that's quite light-hearted, and it's not. There's no heaviness to this. So with this card sitting next to the Justice card, it tells us that if it is a legal issue, it's a small matter. If it is a balancing of karma, it's quite effortless as it occurs. It's not like a devastating shift. You as the central focus of this reading will not be feeling it as turbulence. In this depiction there's turbulence in the background, but the individual themselves is quite light-hearted with this decision, the toing and froing of things. So with the Judgment card, this talks of the energy of the higher self, an outcome of the last judgment type thing. So whatever unfolds here, it's got to do with like a higher energy, and it's about a balancing of karma. So this reading is hugely about something balancing itself out. By the end of February, there's something that's being balanced out that needed to be, and it's sort of like ironing out a crinkle in your life type thing. So I'm quite curious to see what the clarification cards tell us about further details to do with this, because it's all, it's just a generalized balancing of karma, decisions being made. So I wonder, only you will know what that means. Justice clarification card. Alright, so the Six of Cups has come out. The Six of Cups is very much about soul unions. This can be about an innocent connection. So as it relates to the Justice card and a balancing of karma, it's about a balancing of a connection with somebody else. It's about there being a rebalance with your soul as it relates to somebody else's. But it's again reminding us that there's a childlike element to this. It's a playful nature. So it's almost like you helped somebody else, and now they're going to help you, or you scratched someone else's back, and now they're just coming in to scratch your back, and it's quite light-hearted. So this reminds us, but it is got to do with someone who's important to you and who has like a soul connection with you. So this karma that's balanced. 6 also talks about balance as well. So very much a rebalance of things just to get everything above board for you. The 2 of Pentacles, clarification. Alright, so the clarification for the 2 of Pentacles is the Sun. The Sun is always a joyful card. The Sun represents new beginnings and fresh ideas. So as the 2 of Pentacles, as a clarification for the 2 of Pentacles, we can see here that the decision that needs to be made, it's made in joy. There's a joyful result, you know, at the end of this decision, at the end of this rebalancing. It brings more joy into your life. So the 2 choices, it's like choosing between an awesome holiday or, you know, a top up of your bank balance or something, you know. It's it's a win-win situation. So that's excellent. Alright, with the Judgment, clarification for the Judgment. Okay, so this is the Knight of Swords as a clarifier for Judgment, and the Knight of Swords is can represent a quick and honest person, a new offer. It can be very fast action. So as it relates to the Judgment card and the higher self, and you know, the essence of outcomes, you know, and balancing of things, this is quite quick, and it comes together quickly and seamlessly and honestly, and that's the most important thing about the swords, I think, in relation to this reading, is that it's saying that it will be an honest transaction. It will be whatever's being balanced out here, it works in your favor, it brings more light, there is honesty about it, and it just, yeah, all I'm getting is just a rebalance of things, something that needed to just, yeah, instead of being too much one side or too much the other, it rebalances, and it rebalances in your favor in a very honest way, and it brings clarity. It cuts through some crap, because the Knight of Swords is also about cutting through potential limitations or barriers. So this rebalancing actually rebalances you to move forward with things. But yeah, bringing more joy, and you know, making it so that there's a balancing of karma for you that cleans the slate. So yeah, all right. Well, thank you so much for listening, Gemini. And oh, might I add, with the Gemini energy in itself, you know, it may also be a balancing out between your 2 sides of yourself. So with Gemini, there's always those 2 sides, and I think finding that balance can be tricky sometimes. But this could also signify that you're actually reaching a new level in yourself where you're able to be balanced, and it brings more joy. It cuts through the nonsense. It levels out karmic issues, and yeah, it's like your 2 twins become harmonized. Alright, well, thank you again for listening, Gemini, and thank you for subscribing, liking, and sharing my videos, and I'll talk to you next month.